everyone, myself Aishwarya Abigail. I'm a third year medical student from Crimea Federal University. So in this video I'm going to talk about the first year students who are really tensed about the classes, whether it would be online or offline, and why the classes haven't started yet and all these things, and my personal experience. And apart from this, of course, regarding my previous video also, there were some doubts, questions students had been asking me in Instagram. I do not know, most of them won't comment here, but they used to come to Instagram. So yeah, so I'm going to answer some of the questions which they had been asking here. So if you are interested, please continue to watch till the end. We have holiday this week because last week our first quartile was completed, and from next week our new quartile is going to begin. So in this break we have a holiday, like a week. So I thought of doing a lot of unedited videos, but this video I thought is very important because most of the students were so tense, and they were like asking me so many questions regarding the mode of study, like whether it be online, offline, why the classes haven't started yet, and so on. So I thought, okay, so regarding this, I would say that as much as I know, I went to Dean's office and so on, so I can say that it would be online. Like, I'm not sure, but mostly it would be online. So for those who are asking me, I think it would be online. And to talk about my experience, even I'm making this video because when I was in first year, I was so tense regarding this. Because for us, usually the academic year, yes, most of you had been asking that also, it begins by the September 1st week itself. But for us, as the time passed, the classes, it got delayed. It went October, November came, and only on November 20th our classes began. So yeah, our classes began by November 20th, and the groups were formed just priorly to that, like around 2 days before. And this group was created, like a WhatsApp group was created by the inspector ma'am. And who is inspector, you might be wondering. So she, he or she is a person who is in charge of our education. Like, they'll be having the timetable, teachers, whatever be it. Even the for a group there will be a chief, and chief is none other than a leader, and that leader can directly approach the inspector if he or she has any doubts. So this is how the system is. And yes, she made a WhatsApp group consisting of 13 to 15 students per group. And this WhatsApp group also, not only she, even the vice dean was present in that. So this is how the classes were formed just priorly 2 days before the classes. So regarding classes, in which platform do they take the classes? So this was also a question which one of the students were asking me. So regarding this, I would say that it is up to the teacher itself. Like, some people, usually we had Moodle account. It was something new to us, and we had so much of pressures, because everything was new to us. We didn't know what is Moodle, we didn't know what is VK, but at that time these were the new things which we were introduced. And so Moodle, sometimes everybody were having some problems, getting into the inside. Because we were very new to it, and most of them didn't know how to use it properly, so that is why the issues popped out. And so that's it. So yeah, what is Moodle? We used to have the study materials, and sometimes we even give the test in Moodle only, and sometimes in histology, in other subjects, we used to have online test pad. So this is how it was regarding the exams. And sometimes, actually, to mention that, our chemistry teacher was a vice dean itself, Katrina ma'am, and she's very strict. She was very strict. So that is why she was a person who used to take the class in voice call itself. And during exams, we used to turn on the camera and write the exam. So this is how it was. And because she's really strict, and she won't accept that if you have any problems, most of the students used to say, we have this problem, that problem, she used to say, it's your problem, you should be stable with your internet and so on. Not just she, but most of the teachers used to say that. So yeah, just so make sure of your internet connections, your computer and everything before the classes, so that you won't have any problems. And yes, I should mention my Russian teacher as well. She used to take it in the Skype. So it was just a voice call. In that, she made us to read because we'll be having the chat, right? So she helps us to read and write. She taught really so well that it was a year which I learned Russian. In second year also we had Russian, but it was not so good, though it was in offline mode like the second sem and all, but it was not so good because it depends on the teacher itself. Some teachers teach us so well, even though it was online, she taught us so well. And now again in third year we had for the first quartile we had Russian, and our ma'am again another teacher, but still she taught us so well. So that's why it depends on the teacher itself. And this was my good experience with Russian. And so that's what I can say. Even from the first year, that was my base. At that time I developed how to read Russian, and so that's why I'm good at Russian, because of her. I thank her. And yes, I should mention this also, like I told you that our classes should begin by September, but our classes began by November. So November 20th. So you see there was a lot of time gap. So because of this, what did we face? The consequences. So to talk about this, I would say that it was so pressurizing, because they wanted to complete everything by the month of February. But so therefore for 1 week, our ma'am told usually it will be the anatomy classes for per week it would be 1 class, but we had 2 classes. So preparing for 1 class itself is a big deal, and 2 classes per week. And also because of the time difference, you see, between the Russia and India timing, we have around 2 hours and 30 minutes difference. Like the Russian time is ahead of Indian timing. So therefore, if suppose the time is around 8 o'clock for them, for us it would be around 10:30. So therefore you see there some classes used to continue even till 11 o'clock. So this is how it was because of online. So from morning till evening, night sometimes, so it was so pressurizing. We had to complete everything. So that's how it was. And for us, they were saying that it would be offline. So soon after your first year, like especially in the second year, they were saying, come soon, like here we are going to start offline and so on. But for us, they didn't start. Like even till the month of April, it was online only. And around the month of April, most of them came here because they thought it would be offline and they wanted to attend, so they all came. But at that time I didn't want to come because from June, July already we have holidays, right? So if suppose I come in the month of April, then June, July will be having holidays and I should spend here. So I didn't want to do that the same way. So that is how it went. And to talk about as a chief, you know, it was so difficult. Like I told you that there were some problems with the online classes. But since I was a chief, it was even more hectic. Like because I told you that chief is responsible for the whole group, right? So everybody used to complain to the chief only, like this, we have problem with this, we have problem with that. It is not opening the Moodle because the sign in, login, password, everything would be given. So, so where is the app, how to do that, all these issues, it was brought to the chief only. So apart from studies, as I told you, it was so pressurizing, but along with this, we have, I had personally this thing also. So that's why it was so pressurizing. So I just share some of my experience and I hope it helps, because this would probably give you an idea how an online class would be. So that's why I wanted to share. And apart from this, and I think it would be manageable for you to, because please do refer, like if you want to know, also check out the subjects which I mentioned for the first year in my previous videos. So in that I'd be telling all the subjects and they are similar to the 12th standard, like almost, like because we'd be having chemistry, biology, physics, all that again in the first year. So mostly it would be theoretical and you can manage in the first year online, so mostly. And so therefore don't worry, like all the best. And apart from this, some people were asking about the summer practice as well, like regarding my previous video. To talk about that, like the university itself will give you the documents, like firstly a permission letter where you would be taking to the hospital where you wanted to work, and they will give you the permission that okay, you can work there. But one thing which I wanted to mention is that you have to pay money for them, like wherever you go to do the summer practice kind of internship, where you would be paying your money, like I paid around 5,000, and so therefore it could vary. Some hospitals can take even 10,000. So 5,000 to 10,000 or even less or even more than this. So you should pay money to do your summer practice, and so that's how it is. And then after working, like for me, it was like nearly 3 weeks they told to work. Like the university told us to work for 3 weeks, but I worked nearly 2 months. So yes, after working the period of time, you will get signature from the hospital that you work there. They will sign and stamp and give you, and that letter you have to bring it again to the university while coming here to Russia, and you have to submit these letters to the chief or directly to the summer practice department. And since I am the chief, I collected all my groupmates letters and all these documents, and went and took signature even in the credit books from the surgeon, and then I submitted. So this is how it was. So yesterday all my works were completed. At that time only I went to dean's office and again inquired regarding the first year. So they told me that there is no inspector for first year itself, and probably you can understand that it's because it didn't form yet probably, and all these things. So yeah, they told me that there is no inspector itself, and mostly it would be online. So this was the information which I got, so I wanted to share that in this video. So hope it was informative. So if you like the video, so please do give like, share with all your friends, and don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to receive new notifications. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye. Actually, what happened, they were saying that for us it would be offline, soon it will become offline, so everybody should. In the side full of illa ipdi kai eduthu pannadinga please, எனக்கு ஷேக் ஆயிடும் வீடியோ. ப்ளீஸ் கீப் தட். என்ன நடந்தாலும் கை எடுக்க கூடாது, எதுவுமே பண்ணக்கூடாது. ஓகே, வில் டேக்